12, a severe weather alert.
As Henri moves to the north, we're already seeing some of the moisture well in advance of the storm being picked up on Doppler radar just offshore right there. So well after midnight towards daybreak, we'll start to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms approach the south shore by early morning. The storm is now coming into radar range. That'll give us a better look as to how the center of the storm is behaving and where it's moving. Category 1 hurricane due north at about 18 miles per hour, winds at 75. Minimal hurricane strength is at least 74, so it's just 1 mile above hurricane strength here, southern New England, 250 miles south of Block Island. And that track remains just to our west across eastern Connecticut by tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, and into tomorrow evening. Here's a close-up look, and you can see passing over eastern Long Island, but some new data coming in suggesting it could actually pass a little closer to Block Island. We're going to wait for the new update from the National Hurricane Center. But bottom line, with a track just to our west, it puts us on the very windy side of the storm and a better chance for some storm surges, some coastal flooding. Usually to the left of the storm is the heaviest rain, but should this storm track a little further to the east, this copious rain is going to move a little closer, and that's why we have a flood watch in effect for tomorrow, with the anticipation not flooding from the ocean along the south shore, but flooding from potential very heavy rain, especially the further west you go. So we'll have to watch local rivers and streams as this whole storm system of the onshore wind pushes the water towards the coastline. That is the storm surge. And at the times of high tide, both tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock and again tomorrow evening around 8, 9 o'clock, potential is there for a storm surge of 3 to 5 feet and the potential for some coastal flooding. We take a look at that storm surge forecast, anywhere from 3 to 5 feet in Narragansett Bay and Buzzards Bay as those onshore winds come across Narragansett, Buzzards Bay, and along the south shore. The envelope of strong wind advancing north and east. You can see it impinging the coastline by noontime, especially tomorrow afternoon. Look where we're painting the strongest winds. South and west of Providence, and especially towards the westerly area as those waves are building offshore tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. That wave energy coming towards the south shore with those onshore winds, and why we have, you can see the arrows right in here, why we have a storm surge warning. Winds of 40 to 50 miles per hour inland along the coastline, higher wind gusts, and the net result will be gusts between 50 and 70. So while all locations have the potential for widespread power outages, the highest risk is the area shaded in red. Meteorologist TJ Del Santo joins me out in the weather yard. TJ, sort of the calm before the storm, but as we were looking at new data, things really start to go downhill by tomorrow morning, especially tomorrow afternoon. Walk us through that.
Yeah, well, it's very quiet right now. In fact, skies are clear here in East Providence. The crickets are chirping, not much in the way of wind at all. Let's take a look at the situation here. We do have an elevated threat tracker alert for tomorrow, Sunday. High chance of severe weather. For Monday, still looking at the possibility for some lingering impacts here in southern New England. Here are those impacts that we're talking about through tomorrow and into Monday. Damaging wind, certainly probably one of the higher impacts for us, generally between 40 to perhaps as much as 70 miles an hour worth of wind well south and west of Providence. Flooding, possibly from freshwater or rain flooding, certainly a high risk, as well as storm surge flooding. And with those damaging winds, we could also be looking at some power outages. Do plan for a multi-day power outage here in southern New England. And while the risk is low, generally, anytime you got a landfalling tropical system, you can get some quick spin-ups of tornadoes or water spouts. So that's something that we're going to be monitoring through the daytime tomorrow. So Sunday morning breaks down like this. We'll see some rain showers and squalls working on through, temperatures in the 70s. Now in the afternoon, we are looking at temperatures to get into the 70s, but the rain becoming especially heavy, especially west of Providence. Some damaging wind gusts possible, maybe some as high as 70 miles an hour, especially down westerly way. Hurricane warning out in the bay. Obviously not a good day to be out on the bay. Winds from the southeast, 35 knots, gusting maybe up to 50 knots at times, with obviously some large waves. 7-day forecast, we'll find some lingering showers on Monday, and then just generally warm and muggy throughout much of next week, and temperatures could be approaching 90 degrees for a few days next week. So again, we are looking at most of the impacts from Henri tomorrow.
Thanks, TJ. Sports is up.